window of the pink percolator as Fred Runner, owner of Runners, Skids, and Skis, showed Granny the details on how to drive her new Kiddo XYZ snowmobile. Shaking her head in disbelief, Delight watched Granny intently listening to Fred, all the while withstanding the wind and the snow that was pummeling them. She didn't hear Silas come up behind her, so she was startled when she heard his voice. "What in tarnation is that old woman up to now?" "I think she just bought herself a snowmobile to get home," said Delight. Silas threw his scarf around his neck, pulled on his stocking cap, turned and took Delight's hand and brought it to his lips. "A pleasure, as always," he said to Delight as he kissed her hand. Before Delight had the chance to respond, she being paralyzed by shock at someone kissing her hand, Silas turned and walked out the door to the snowmobile. Granny was sitting on the machine ready to take off when Silas plunked down on the seat behind her, grabbing her by the waist so he wouldn't fall off. "Not quite your color, is it, Granny?" he asked as he settled down on the yellow and red machine. "Get off, Silas, I'm going home." "I assume you locked your door to the underground street, so I can't get back into your house. I'm not walking all the way home in this blizzard. Do you know how to drive this thing?" "Nope," Granny yelled through the blustering wind as she revved the machine and took off. "I didn't think so," Silas replied as he held on for dear life. The yellow and red Kiddo XYZ plowed through the drifts on the main street of Fuchsia. Silas almost fell off when Granny took a quick right turn, almost running into a street lamp on the side of the road. "It's the long way through the cemetery. I can't go by the police station. Thor might be checking out the streets. This snowmobile thing is on a need-to-know basis, and he doesn't need to know," Granny yelled through the wind. "You can't get to your backyard from the cemetery. There's a fence," yelled Silas. "There is," Granny answered as she dodged a tree on the side of the boulevard. "Hang on, Silas. I can't see a thing, and if I lose you, well, I lose you. I don't know how to stop this thing, so you'd be on your own." "What do you mean you don't know how to stop this thing?" Silas barked back. "Fred showed me, but I forgot. Now don't bother me. We're almost to the cemetery, and once we get to the back by the mausoleum and the fence, you have to be quiet." "Why?" Silas yelled as some snow hit him in the face, making him sputter. "Because we have to go up the ramp and back down the ramp." "Ramp? What ramp?" "The ramp I built for Baskerville, Mrs. Bleedy, and the Shysters, in case they wanted to visit the cemetery. That's how we're going to get home." "Do you have a death wish?" Silas screamed as the snowmobile hit the ramp and ascended to the top of the fence, quickly coming back down the ramp on the other side in Granny's backyard. Granny maneuvered the snowmobile perfectly straight on the ramp without a hitch until they hit a solid snow-covered patch at the bottom of the ramp in her backyard. The snowmobile veered, its front skis went up and over the mound, while Silas bounced high in the air, coming down hard next to the covered mound in the snow. The snowmobile and Granny stopped a few feet away after stalling out. "I guess that's how you stop it."